foundation for something.
So, if I'm not mistaken,
So that's not part of the ship.
that? I know that all of the soldiers are still down there. They got them out. Yeah. And the oil is coming from the boat, but it's not coming at as fast and as rate that they feel the need to do anything about. From clear back in the 40s. That's amazing.
I know.
Maybe if it was a little clearer day, maybe you could see more.
Yeah. I wonder if I'd make it on the news if I jumped in.
Probably.
Maybe.
I'm coming for you, Grandpa.
So is it this way?
Yeah.
It's this way.
There's that picture right there. I showed you.
This was before, this is after. The bomb went through right here. When it went to through 4 decks to where the powder room was. The force of when the powder went off, of course the force went this way and blew the bow more or less off. All of this area here also sank about 20 feet. As the powder burned, of course, it burned back this way, and so the people that were maybe the first third were cremated. There was nothing, no remains. From here, the next third was pretty much all concussion, and then the fire. From here back were the survivors. A lot of the survivors were in the number 3 turret. Every once some of the things that you see, you'll see the explosion and you'll see a whole lot of smoke, all kinds of junk coming out of the funnel and up. So they thought that the bomb had gone down through here. It didn't. It was here, and what that was all the debris forced back like this as the funnel, as the explosion went on. You're standing on here. This does not touch the memorial at all. There's pilings on each side. These are the only 2 things here. One's right there, and one's over on that side to the turret. Those were where the salvage barges were tied up. And the salvage barges were put in like within days after December 7th. And they took off everything they could. They took off the ammunition, they took off all of the electronics of the time, anything that they could. Because the ship was about the same age as all the rest of the other battleships. And so they were pretty much, you could use parts from just either way. So they used parts from this one, they used parts from the Oklahoma to repair the other ships. The other ships all were repaired enough to either be into service or they were sent back to the dry docking. The oil is coming out of about in here somewhere. There's about 2 quarts a day. It looks like there's a whole lot more because when there's no wind, of course, it spreads all over. If it's really a windy day, you don't see hardly any. And actually, more oil comes out when it's really windy. It's here. Usually the current takes it right down over this way, so you'll see it down all this area down there. This gun turret is still there. This one they took out. They were going to try and use it. They couldn't. It was too badly damaged. Number 3, is what you see there. Number 3, I think, went to Kaneohe. It was used as a coastal defense gun. And they never fired him because they didn't finish him until about the end of the war. No need to. Number 4, I think, went to, the Army took him off, and I think that one went to Barbers Point. A big place there where they had, these are 14 inches, and they were about as big as they had at the time. They used the number 4 turret for the burials, for the people. If you were a Arizona survivor, you can be buried back on the ship. And on the left-hand side in the shrine room there, there'll be, I think there's 20-something names in there. The last two are like 2008. And those are people that wanted to come back and be buried on the ship. I think there's only about 20 survivors, they estimate, total. And some of them, of course, don't have any part of this coming back here. And others of them want to come back. So I think there's one that just died last month and will be buried in June. There's about a 5-foot crack, it's about 6 inches wide. The National Park Service divers take the ashes down into the turret, and then they put them in this slot, and they're in the ship. If you're a Pearl Harbor survivor, then your ashes can be spread in the harbor, but not on this.
How deep would the water be today?
Right now, the water's about 45 feet deep. 45.
Low tide right now.
Yeah. And this, of course, is stuck in the mud because it went straight down. So there's a lot of mud. They have put robots in there, and they don't do it up here because there's just too much damage. But back here, they've actually gone in and seen, there was one picture I saw that there was a coffee cup sitting on a desk. And so that part was in fairly good shape.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dus met dit weer kun je het goed zien.
Sometimes you don't even see this. So they put that in when they
Salvage.
to salvage. This is coffee.
Wil je op vrede?